This is so
Come on
bad.
now. And you a parent. You know what I'm saying?
You're a parent too.
Yes,
I don't
know.
want our kid no more. I'm sorry.
What?
You don't be here. You don't be here taking care of her. You don't be going through all the stressful stuff that I be going through.
Sure.
I want to go out. I want to go to the club. I want to travel. I want to be able to get up at 2 a.m. and go hang with my friends if I want to do it. You don't be nowhere to be found.
What? I'm working. What are you talking about?
Doing what?
And you sound real selfish like that. Saying that. You sound real
I'm
selfish.
alone. You're supposed to be her father, and I'm alone.
I am her father, and I am here with her.
So where do you be at? Because you might as well be an absent baby daddy, and I might as well put you on child support.
Oh my God!
To be honest,
well, where the baby at right now?
With your mother.
With my mother.
Yeah, because you want to sit here and put
but
a camera
you told
in my
me
face
she was
and
going to
argue
be here with you.
Why would she be here with me when I don't want her?
Oh my God, you sound real selfish, man. I don't even understand how we even going through this right now.
Because you don't be here. I gotta sit there and bathe your child every night. I gotta sit
But that's
here,
what you're supposed to do.
I gotta sit here and listen to your child cry about her father not being there every night while I gotta put her to sleep. I gotta sit here and take her to the doctor when she's sick. I gotta sit here and take her in and out the store with a big car seat. Her car seat almost as big as me. That's heavy. You don't be nowhere. I gotta take her in and out the store. I gotta sit there, get her hair done. Daycare expense. You barely help with that. You don't help with no bills in this house. We living on Section 8. What are you here for?
What are you?
I don't want to do this alone. You wanted this kid. You sat there on your knees, crying, begging, snuffing mouth, saying that you want to keep your kid.
Yes, I want to keep her.
I didn't want this kid.
Okay, you waited 2 years. You waited 2 years, and now you want to give it up?
No, I didn't want to give it up before she even got
but
here.
But you didn't.
Okay, because you said you was going to be here.
Oh, all right, and I'm here. So why we going through this?
You're arguing with me, but you're not here when it counts. You're not here when it counts. So I don't want her. So you can either go pick her up from your mother's house, or she'll be at the fire station next week, and I'm going to be in Miami next somewhere.
Oh, in Miami. So that's more.
Yeah.
That's more important.
My life. I don't want no kid.
You know.
You wanted this kid. You said you was going to be here. You was going to be the father, and you was going to take care of what you needed.
And that's what I'm doing.
No, you're not.
Look, y'all see her? Y'all see this right now?
You probably
y'all see how she's sounding right now?
2 hours a week.
Do y'all witness this right here? Oh my God, you
Nobody
sound so pathetic. You sound so pathetic.
You're an absent father.
You sound so pathetic right now. You know what I mean? You doing the essential things that a mother's supposed to.
Okay, what is the father supposed to do?
What you mean? I go work. The father go work, provide for the family, protect the family.
Because I pay for daycare. Your mother picks her up when I have to go to work.
Okay, it's a team, man. It's a family. It's a team effort. If I gotta handle some business,
you was a bench warmer, my dude.
Oh my
God.
You
was a bench warmer.
Oh my God, now I'm a bench warmer.
Yes, because when your mother has to pick up our daughter, when I can't pick up your daughter, why can't we call you? Why we gotta call everybody in the family?
Because I'm working late. I'm working late, and that's not even
24 hours a day.
I do.
Be for real.
But listen, that don't mean for you to want to give up the child. That's crazy.
Take her?
I will.
Okay then.
And I'm taking you to court, and I'm putting you on child support.
You're not putting me on child support. I would sign over all my rights right now.
Believe that. Wow.
Like,
and you think that's cute?
I don't think it's cute, but I didn't want her. You did. So take care of her.
God. Oh my God. That I don't understand why I even came in this situation with you. Anyway.
I don't either. Nobody told you to sit there and beg on your knees to have a kid with me.
Oh, so I begged on my knees.
Yes, you did.
Oh. I see how you trying to play it. But that don't change the fact that.
Where were you when I was in the delivery room? Because I feel like your mother was there during the delivery room. Where were you?
That day I had to go put somebody.
So you in the delivery room, but you want to say I look crazy.
But I came after the fact.
I'm not about to keep doing this.
No, hold on.
So
no, you
I'm
gonna
not
stand.
About to keep doing this.
No, you gonna stand right there.
You can pick her up from your mother's house, or she going to the fire station come next week, and all her stuff will be packed, and she will be sitting out there looking crazy.
So I had this video sent to me on Instagram by a lot of my different subscribers. They wanted to know my opinions, my feelings, my thoughts behind this video. And, you know, this is my first time actually sitting down and watching the entire thing. I watched a snippet of it, but this is my first time watching the entire video and hearing the entire conversation. And before I start my point of the conversation that people are, you know, expecting me to have, or before I start saying the things that people are going to expect me to say, I have to have a real conversation about this entire situation, okay? This is why it is extremely important for men to govern their seed accordingly. Okay? Nobody is the biggest protector of your seed than you as a man. It is extremely important to understand and to get to know the person who is going to be birthing your seed into this world. The biggest assistance or the biggest disservice that you can be doing to your child is who the mother is. I got to keep it real. You can either be giving your child somebody who is going to be supportive, somebody who's going to step up to the plate, whether you can be around or you can't be around, somebody who is nurturing, concerned with their well-being, or you can give them somebody who is not going to necessarily give them away as this young woman is doing, but is going to make these children wish that they had another avenue to go somewhere else, because every day her energy, her attitude is going to be treating them in a way as such that she's showing them, instead of putting them out and making them go somewhere, she's showing them how much she does not want them. Just imagine a child going through that. Feeling neglected, feeling unloved, feeling unwanted by the very parent who is right there in their face every day. That's why it's so vital to be a good steward over your seed. Women are the ones that we already know. They're the ones who have the authority to say who's going to be born and who's not going to be born. Is it fair? Not necessarily, no. Right? But if there is a situation where this person is going to, is telling you blatantly to your face before the child is even here that they don't want the child, that they don't want to, keep up with the child, that they don't want to be the one that has to raise and has to do this and has to do that, that should be the biggest red flag or the biggest inclination that this person is not going to be a suitable parent for this child. It does not mean ever. It does not mean, in the future when they mature, when they grow up, but at this present moment, we can't bet on a wish, on the future, on a maybe, on a possibly. We have to go with right now the conversation that they're having. And the conversation that this person is having with you is that they do not want to partake in this responsibility. She's saying it boldly. She had this child because you begged her not to make other arrangements when it came to this child being brought into this world. You were the one who said, you're not going to be alone. I got you. I'm going to handle it. And on the merit of your word, she decided to bring forth life for you. We're going to get to her in a second, okay? Trust me, we're going to get to her in a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the man in this situation. Saying to a woman and convincing her to bring forth a life when she does not want to is a big inclination that she is going to treat this child in the way that she did not want to, and display the nature that she did not want to bring this child into the world. It's not going to be this lovey-dovey connection. She just automatically, the switch is going to turn on and this baby is going to be her saving grace. No. A lot of times when there's mothers in these situations, they look at this child and hold resentment in their heart every time they hear that baby cry. And babies cry a lot. Every time that child is in need of something, every time that child is crying, every time that child is, in a space that they're just fussing, they're teething, whatever it is, it's always going to be in that woman's mind how much she didn't want this child, how much you not around, how much you supposed to be there, how much you not there. And that can be extremely harmful for that child, that innocent life. Moving on to, so again, men, it's very important to be a good steward over your seed. The biggest blessing or the biggest disservice that you can give your child is who their mother is. I just got to keep it real. Okay, I got to keep it real. Before I move on to the next woman, to the woman, I just also have to say, a lot of people don't look at bloodline. They don't look at certain traits. They don't pay attention to the way that this woman is behaving. They don't look at how her mama act, how her siblings act. They don't pay attention to things that can affect their child's well-being in the future, not just how they look. Not just, her skin tone or her hair texture, or not the shape, not, whatever they come from, the traits of these people. It's very important. A lot of people think that when a woman is pregnant or when a woman gives birth, that automatically she is going to be the perfect caretaker for this human being, and automatically she's going to be, this perfect nurturing housing space, and this person that's full of love, only ready to unleash all this love into her child, just because she's a woman and she carried this baby, for 9 months. I hate to break it to you, but that's not true. There's some women who carry a child for 9 months, and when the baby come out, they have no connection. They're like, this person a stranger. I don't know this person. I don't, well, I need to live my life, and this person not letting me live my life, as this woman said. Now we're going to direct it to her. We already know women are trifling. Okay? We're very well aware of how trifling these women are. This woman has had a whole conversation with this man. She dropped their child off to his mother, which, if we're gonna say anything, I'm gonna say kudos to her for dropping this baby off to his mother, so that he can be in have the space to have a relationship with his child, because that is his child too. You have some situations where they don't drop the baby off to the mother. They're like that girl who was in England a couple years ago, who went partying, left the baby in the house by themselves to fend for themselves for a long time, for that baby not to make it. Okay, there's people who, as she said, go to the fire station, put the child in foster care, do all type of stuff when the father is right there and well and capable. This just goes to show, and again, this is why vetting is so important. This just goes to show that women are willing to only do things to sacrifice for themselves. But you see, when they're at a space of immaturity, they decide that, they're the one that's the most important in life. How they feel matters. What it is that they want to do matters the most. They don't have that thing in their brain that says, oh, there's another child here. I have to put myself before this child. This child didn't ask to be here, but since I created this child, I need to put all of my feelings, my wants. I wish I could go out. I wish I could do this. I should have thought about that before I gave birth to this child. But what's ironic, okay, is that a lot of women who were in the comment sections of this video were saying all she did was expose that he not doing nothing. All she did was expose how deadbeat he was. But let this conversation have been in reverse. There are men who get women pregnant when they are not ready or able or capable of being a father at that time, and people will nail them to the cross for it on a daily basis. Oh, well, you should have thought about that. Well, you should have done this. Oh, well, you need to think about your responsibilities. Oh, well, you shouldn't have done that, and you should have done this. They're so quick to tell a man how inadequate he is. But when a woman does it, oh, she's going through something. She's stressed out. She might be feeling sad. She's at her breaking point. She can't just be selfish. Nothing here makes me feel like this woman is so emotionally undone and overwhelmed. No. She made a definite decision. Even the way that she relates. I ain't want the child. I ain't want her. You wanted her. I never even wanted to do this. You said, if you don't take her from your mother's house, I'm dropping her off to this fire station, because that's how much I don't want to be attached to this human being that I created in my body. There's no more reasoning behind that. Because you see, a mother, a parent, I have to say a parent, because there's mothers, again, who go out there, who have children who behave like this woman. And there's the men that are stepping up and are being the nurturing and the caretakers of this child. You have some men who are better caretakers of the children that they did not want than the woman who wanted it. I'm going to say that again. You have some men who are better caretakers of the children that they did not want than the women who were standing 10 toes down to have those children. That man has those children better interests at heart, and he didn't initially even want the child. And you have some women who have the children, who wanted the children, whether it's to keep the man, whether it's because, he had another baby mama and they want to be a part of the baby mama train, so they got pregnant too, so that the baby mama didn't have nothing over them. I'm keeping it real. Oh, because he got good hair and he got, this kind of skin complexion, which don't make no sense to me. He got this color eyes. He got this. Oh, his future is looking bright. And then when the baby is here, the person who's stepping up and actually doing things is actually the father. She don't got time. She too tired. She stressed out. She overwhelmed. She this. She that. This not fair. Her youth was to her children. It's not fair that she can't go out to the club. Like this woman said over here. She can't go out to the club. She can't do this. She can't do that because of this baby, this burden. And the man is thinking about the betterment of the child. That's not fair. How could you do that? I'm working. I'm doing my best. We may not have $1 million, but I'm working. I'm doing the best that I'm able to do. And you deciding that you just don't want to be involved. You want to hit the reset button. Why didn't you think of that? Regardless if somebody was asking you to continue on, regardless of anything, why didn't you think of that prior to? As a matter of fact, if you felt like you did not want to bring a child or you were not ready to bring a child into the world, why did you not take the necessary steps to protect yourself? Because clearly, he didn't take a necessary step because he had no problem with you having a child. But why didn't you take the necessary steps, preventative measures beforehand, if you knew good and well that you were not ready to have a child? Everybody want to cry, woe is me after. Prevention is better than cure. You so gung-ho about the cure, but you didn't think about the preventative measure before you even got here. That doesn't make any sense. This is disheartening. This is very disheartening. And again, I have to say it again. It's extremely important for men to be good stewards over their seed. It's very important. I could see in this video that this man was very heartbroken over the fact that she was so quick to say that she would sign over her rights. She don't have to be a part of it. She don't have to, do anything about it. I could hear how heartbroken he was about the situation. I feel like she's internalizing this video that, he's trying to force her to keep the child. And that's not really what it is. He's actually, from what I'm seeing, in shock with how much, how disassociated she is with this child. He can't fathom that a woman that he saw was pregnant, go through the first, the newborn stage, the first, 2 years of this child's life, is so disassociated and so willing to put the streets in front of her child. He couldn't believe it. Again, I think the best thing that this woman did was give this baby to his mother. Seemed like that's the best situation for this child because, the worst thing is for somebody who doesn't want a child and who is telling the world that they do not want their child to be the one that is in charge of their child's life and their child's well-being. That's dangerous. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.